my name's Neena. I'm an employee here at Chalice, and I am hoping to use these videos as a way of reaching out to some of our supporters who maybe have had a similar experience as I and are on a similar journey that I am. I have, since 2017, lost about 180 pounds, and I credit that to having gained my faith and developed a new relationship with God. The start of my journey came, as many people can tell you, when they have had a big transformation in their life. It happened through a tragedy. In March of 2017, I celebrated my daughter's first birthday, which was a wonderful time for us. And shortly after that, I had to bury my cousin. She was only 11 months older than I was, and her and I were very similar in a lot of ways, despite spending most of my life comparing our differences. Her death, as difficult as it was and as challenging as it was, helped me to face a reality that I had been avoiding the truth for most of my life. It also awoke me to the realization that tomorrow is not guaranteed for any of us, that any number of things can happen in the run of a day, and while we love to put things off and say we'll start that tomorrow or on Monday or next week or next year, that's not guaranteed. The day my cousin passed away was overwhelming for me. It was full of a lot of emotions. And beyond just the shock of her passing, I was asked and put in a position to look after her 10-year-old daughter. It made perfect sense that I be asked to do that. And I knew that I needed to be present for that little girl. But at that time, at 29 years old, weighing 385 pounds, that was something I had never done in my life. To be brave in a situation and to be present for somebody else. I had made a life of running from my problems, my emotions. If I didn't feel good, if anything was unpleasant, I would turn to food for my comfort so that I could ignore the way I was feeling. Through this fear, I was often putting myself in a position where I was harming myself, overstressing myself, erasing my boundaries, all for the fact that somebody else's opinion of me meant more than the way I thought about me. The day of her death, there was a new feeling of fear. Once I got over that overwhelming panic of having to deal with this little girl, I was frightened that I would ever put my daughter in that same situation. As I said, she was just 1 year old. And to think of her having to have somebody comfort them because I had the same fate as my cousin woke me and hit me like a ton of bricks. For the first time, that fear wasn't so overwhelming that I just wanted to cower from it. Or maybe I just couldn't cower from it because of the situation that I was placed in. But that fear was enough to encourage me and give me hope that maybe there was a potential that I could have a different outcome from my cousin.